morning, everybody. Welcome to a Tyfu Cymru webinar on setting up a Facebook shop, which is presented by InSync today. We've got Charlie with us today, who will be doing the presenting. It's the second webinar in our BiteSize series, our breakfast series, so it's 15 minutes. So kind of hope you have a few takeaways from these sessions. If you are a commercial grower, you can apply to us to have a one-to-one with InSync on setting up a Facebook shop. I believe there's been significant changes recently. So if you are a commercial grower and wish to have a one-to-one training session with InSync, please do get in touch and we can put further details in the chat. On that note, just to do a very quick project roundup, Tyfu Cymru supports commercial growers in Wales through 100% funded training and business development. So it's a great offer if you're growing commercially, you can access that 100% funded support. Just in terms of housekeeping, you will have joined a webinar today, so your camera will be off, you'll be on mute. If you have any questions, Charlie's happy to take those through the webinar. If you just pop them in the Q&A box and he'll pick those up. We are limited on time, so I'm sorry if we don't get to all the questions, but if you pop them in the Q&A box, Charlie will pick them up.
Absolutely.
The session will be recorded and then it will be freely available on our Tyfu Cymru Knowledge Hub. Again, we can put details in the chat. If you do happen to get kicked off for any reason, for your Wi-Fi or any reason at all, you can rejoin using exactly the same link, so you can pop back onto the webinar. So I'll hand over to Charlie.
Good stuff.
Setting up a Facebook shop this morning. So over to you, Charlie. Thank you.
Yeah, as Alice mentioned, the system for setting up a Facebook shop has changed quite dramatically over the last few weeks. It's now a slightly longer process. In some ways, it's a little bit more complicated, but there are some certain aspects of it, such as linking it up with Instagram, that are actually a lot simpler now. So if you haven't already, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to business.facebook.com and set up a Facebook business manager account. Basically, you set up an account in a similar way that you would when you're setting up a Facebook page. I believe you can even link it to your own personal Facebook page as well. From there, you add the Facebook page that you're admin on, and you add the Instagram account that you want to be linked to your Facebook account as well. After you've gone through and done that process, you'll get sent to this screen of business.facebook.com. Where you'll see, we've got obviously lots of businesses because people with our clients, things like that, but you'll see your own business here. So I'm going to take you through it on our business manager account, which is InSync. And you'll see there's different areas to actually add the Facebook page and the Instagram account. They're inside of business settings. And then inside of business settings, you go to accounts within business assets. You add your Facebook page by going to pages, and you go to your Instagram account by clicking on Instagram accounts. Once you've added both of those, the next thing you want to do is go back to your Facebook page and go to your Facebook settings within the top right section of Facebook here. Inside of your Facebook settings, there's a section on the left-hand side called templates and tabs. And this will basically give you the chance to add a shop to your page and add the shopping template to your page. Most of you have your template set to standard if you haven't changed it already. There are lots of different options. There's services, business, venues, non-profit, restaurants and cafes. Services and restaurants and cafes will give you that option to add a shop, but most of you will probably want to go with the shopping feature. So you just find the shopping feature, click on view details, and then apply that template. After you've done that, you can actually rearrange the tabs within your Facebook page. So you can bring your shop feature to the top, and then that shop feature is really, it's right there. If anyone comes to your Facebook page, the first thing they're going to do is see your Facebook page. After you've done that, you want to open up a new tab and, you want to go back to your business.facebook.com, and you want to navigate to Commerce Manager, which is in the shortcuts on the menu here, and click on Commerce Manager. And then you want to hit the big blue button to get started. When you hit get started, you'll have 3 different options where you're basically choosing where customers can check out and complete their purchase. So one of them is your website, one of them is checkout on Instagram and Facebook, and one of them is direct messages. Checkout on Facebook and Instagram is only available in a beta version for US customers at the moment and businesses in America. It's still in its testing phase, so it's not completely running yet. If you have an e-commerce website, you can select the your website option, and then people will be able to go and check out on your e-commerce shop. If you're taking sort of payments over direct messages and you don't have an e-commerce shop, then obviously you want to choose direct messages. In this instance, I'm going to select your website and I'm going to hit get started. Then you'll be taken to the create your shop section, and you'll probably see any sort of Facebook page that you're admin on, and you'll also see, obviously we've got tons of them because of people we're clients for, but at some point you will see your Facebook business page, your Facebook business account, your business manager account. And you'll know it's yours because it will say the name of your business, and it will say business, and it will already have your Instagram account and your Facebook account linked to it. So all you want to do is select that one and hit next. And then it's going to take you to account details. So I'm just going to call this InSync shopping account. And you can see it's already linked up to my InSync business manager account. So that part of it is really easy. It does all of that automatically for you. And you want to hit next. You can see it asks you where you want people to be able to view your shop. With the old version, you had to set up Facebook shopping on Facebook and then apply for Facebook shopping on Instagram. Now it does the whole process for you with a click of a button here. So in some ways it's slightly easier. It's just a longer process. So after you hit next, you'll be taken to a section where you can actually start to add your products. It's going to ask you to add a catalog first of all. They're still sort of ironing out some bits and bobs with this. So what you'll realize is you haven't added any products yet, so you haven't got a catalog. So if you scroll down to the bottom, there is a section called Create New Catalog. So I'm going to select that section there. And it's going to ask me if I want to publish it on my shop. And it looks like they've added a new button as well. So that's nice. It's going to ask me to go to Catalog Manager, which is a separate thing to Commerce Manager. And obviously I want to sell products online, so I'm going to select e-commerce. I want my business owner to be my InSync business account, which is here. And my catalog name, I'll call that all products. And I'll hit create, and then I can finish that. So that should mean that now I can select my catalog from this list here. If I go back and then go back again, I'm going to hit next again. Where's my all products for InSync is here. It won't let me add it. Products for InSync, there we go. And I'm going to hit next. And it's just going to ask me to review those details. And I can hit submit for shopping, and it's going to ask me to select. You probably won't have this issue, but one of the issues we have is that we're sending people to 2 different places to check out. So I'm just being asked which one I definitely want to send people to. So I'm just going to click on InSync Training for now, and I'm going to hit Create Shop. And then I'm going to be taken back to my Commerce Manager. And now we can actually start adding products. So you can see it hasn't brought over my collection for some reason, but that's fine. They're still sort of ironing out some kinks with this new Facebook shopping setup. But you can see I've got my Facebook shop and Instagram in my sales channel. So I know those are working. And the next thing I want to do is go to inventory and start adding my products. Now there's a few different ways to add products now. It used to be that you could just do them manually. There's a few different ways to do it now. So you can add them manually, which is just simple. Fill in the details, put a link in, save it. You can upload them in bulk. Facebook will give you a Excel spreadsheet with the right sections in it already. You fill that out. you upload it to their system, and all of your products will go in automatically. So if you've got, you know, hundreds of products and you don't want to sit and add them manually, that's a good way to do it. Or you can actually use a Facebook pixel to install your products as well, which will pick up on when new products are added and have been clicked on by customers, and they'll automatically be added to your Facebook page. If you only have a few products, the easiest and the quickest way to do it is add manually. So I'm going to go through that add manually process with you. So you want to hit next. You want to add an image, add the name of your product, add the description, add a website link to that product, so where people can actually go and purchase that product. And you want to change this to GBP, obviously, and add the price of your product as well. After you've done that, you want to hit add product, and you'll be taken to another screen where you'll either have the chance to add a product again or simply hit done. And then you want to go back to your commerce manager. So at the moment we're in catalog manager, but you actually want to go back to your commerce manager after you've done this and create a collection. Is it not going to let me do that? Oh, here we are. So you'll be able to see now, if I go to my inventory again, I've got some products that will already exist in there. And I can start adding them to a collection of products, and those will display in different ways across Facebook and Instagram. To do that, you want to, as I said, go back to your commerce manager and go to collections, and then you can actually create your first collection of products. So you can call this, you know, best sellers or whatever you want it to be, and you can add a cover photo to that and add a description. And then it will ask you to select items. You have to have more than 6 items in a collection for a Facebook shop. After you've done that, that's all you need to do. As the new system sort of sets it up on Facebook and Instagram for you straight away, that's all set up in both places. That's all you need to do. From then on, you can start tagging your products on Instagram and start tagging your products on Facebook as well. And it's a really good thing to do, because obviously on Instagram, you can't do outbound links. You can't send someone to your website via your Instagram posts. And with Facebook, the more sort of outbound links you do on Facebook, the less people will see your posts. So it's sort of a really good way to bypass that and start getting people to your website by tagging your products in images, or adding a visit shop button to the bottom of your Facebook posts, and also tagging your products on Instagram as well. So that's all you need to do. There's a lot of steps to go through. You will have these slides to go through, but if anyone has any questions, I can quickly answer those for you if you do. Any questions at all before we finish?
Doesn't look like it, Charlie.
Good stuff. Okay, well, thanks very much, everybody. As I said, you will have these slides. It is quite a complicated process now, slightly longer, but there are some benefits to it that will make your life easier going forward. It's just getting your head around the system. So you will have these slides to go through to help you when it comes to setting up your shop. And I believe one-to-one sessions are available if you do need a hand setting up your Facebook and Instagram shop as well.
Great, thank you. I think that was, I think we can safely say that was a proper whistle-stop tour of setting a Facebook shop, Charlie. Have you had coffee this morning?
I have, yeah. There's a lot of information to go through.
There's a lot of information there, but it is being recorded, so anybody can go back onto the Knowledge Hub and play and pause and kind of use it at your leisure, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the slides are there also, so we can perhaps circulate those.
Yes.
But that's brilliant. I don't think there's any more questions before we wrap up. Just in terms of the one-to-one sessions, Tyfu Cymru can offer one-to-one training on this very subject or any digital marketing with InSync. If you just contact Tyfu Cymru, we can put the details in the chat box. If you contact us, and then we can get the ball rolling. But you must be a commercial grower, but it's a fairly simple application process. So please do get in touch if you feel that the support would be of use to you and your business. So thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you very much, Charlie. When you leave the webinar, there will be an evaluation that flashes up. If you can just complete that, it will take literally a couple of minutes. It just helps us shape delivery going forward and kind of tailor it to what the businesses need. So I'll leave it there, and thank you very much. Thanks everyone. Thanks.